Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you've all been having a wonderful week. So I'd like to talk about Drama Queen some more. That new manga that upset all of those modern audience types, these like Twitter cop types, these like terminally online Redditor types. And I'd like to discuss it some more in particular because of two main reasons. One, it was just a very enjoyable read, hilarious read. And two, because once again, these people are so upset that they're actually now also trying to get the manga canceled. Literally trying to get it canceled. Like, not even an exaggeration, as you can see in this tweet here with over 1,200 likes, saying, how do we get that manga axed after chapter 1? This comes after that person was already a rage tweeting about Drama Queen for a number of days straight. Many other people calling it like Nazi propaganda and saying it's just like a racist manga. But now let's pause real quick because some people out there might not be familiar with Drama Queen yet. Now that said, I'm just going to give a very brief explanation on what's got these people so offended. That way anyone out of the loop still has context on what we're about to take a look at, without also being redundant for people who saw the prior video. The prior video, I did give like a 3.5 minute explanation summarizing chapter 1, so if you want much better context and you're out of the loop on this, consider watching that video for said better context. So basically in Drama Queen, the Earth has been saved by this group of technologically advanced aliens who destroyed a meteorite that was apparently going to hit and destroy Earth. They then essentially come to Earth with their technological advances, and over time it seems like the majority of humanity begins to essentially worship these aliens, allowing them to oppress humanity in various ways, but nothing as extreme as you might see in other like works of fiction where the aliens are like, you know, sadistic and all that. That's not what's going on here. Essentially the aliens here have like better jobs than the humans, get paid more than the humans, they get special treatment that humanity doesn't get, which takes us to the main character, Namamoto, who's this 17-year-old girl working at a factory, and she despises these aliens. Grateful for how they saved Earth, but despises them for the special treatment that they get and their mistreatment of humans, including her boss at the factory, who's this like really obnoxious alien blob dude, who also seems to enjoy hitting his employees in the face. She ends up befriending another coworker, Kitami, because he also despises these aliens. Fast forwarding to the end of the manga, it turns out Kitami ends up killing one of these aliens and turns to her for help. Help on how to dispose of the body, in which they come up with the idea to cook the alien and eat it, Kitami finding it disgusting and not partaking in the delicious meal. However, Namamoto loves it. She loves the smell of the cooked aliens, loves cooking the aliens, loves eating the aliens. Heck, it seems like she just loves killing and eating aliens. It's all very sweet and wholesome, and she therefore seems very eager to murder more of them and devour more of them. Or maybe it'll be Kitami murdering more and she's the one who's devouring them. Who knows? We'll have to see how it all plays out. So yeah, that's the quick TLDR. And it seems like they may even go some like Sweeney Todd route here. I mean, this would be killing 3 birds with 1 stone. They could kill these aliens, therefore satisfying their desire to get rid of these disgusting aliens, while also like cooking aliens up and selling them without, of course, disclosing that it's cooked alien meat, which would mean they wouldn't even need a terrible job anymore. They can make money doing that. And Namamoto could keep enjoying this alien meat, this delicious, savory alien meat. And these odd types of individuals are upset for a number of reasons, including saying that the aliens represent immigrants in Japan and that no Japanese people are allowed to criticize these immigrants in any way, shape, or form. Doing such is a bigoted thing, which, spoiler alert, it's not. There's nothing wrong with Japanese people criticizing some of the issues that such may bring to their country. Or for example, how they don't want more like Johnny Somali level tourists, which they've also been having an influx of. For example, there was another situation where this obnoxious tourist was in the train car on a Japanese railway, dancing around, being obnoxious, filming everyone who didn't want to be filmed. All of this very much against the etiquette of Japanese people, who are, many of them, just like commuting to work or school. And this dude's like rolling around the floor and going up to like Japanese schoolgirls who are visibly extremely uncomfortable and wanting nothing to do with it. But hey, according to these Twitter police and some of these Redditors trademark, any Japanese person taking umbrage with this sort of behavior is just a bigot. It's like I said in the other segment, these people sound like they literally get their talking points from The View or something. Others are making the argument that Namamoto is just this evil villain and the aliens really aren't doing anything wrong at all. And that because Namamoto is so morally reprehensible that they can't support this manga, and they find the mangaka to be this extremely problematic person who shouldn't even be allowed to have their work published by Shueisha. And that's where these people always take things way too far. You know, it's one thing to not want to read it, to not like it, and it's an entirely other thing to try and get the whole manga deplatformed from Shueisha. Get the whole thing canceled so that no more chapters can come out for anyone to enjoy. Doing all that kind of stuff is extremely terminally online behavior. And the holier-than-thou attitude from some of these people is extremely weird. They literally can't enjoy any sort of media if it doesn't match their political worldview 100% of the way. Like, you're more than welcome to view these aliens as immigrants or just aliens, whatever the case may be. There's also arguments been made that it's anti-colonialist instead of anti-immigration. Once again, you're welcome to view it whatever way you want. I find all that talk to be somewhat interesting, and the arguments can be somewhat interesting. However, ultimately, I'm spending my time reading this because I want to be entertained. And so far, Namamoto has been very entertaining. I don't care if these aliens are a bunch of scumbags and she wants to kill them because screw the aliens. I also don't care if the aliens end up actually being good and Namamoto is supposed to be evil, because I'll still say screw the aliens. For the sake of like enjoying this manga, let's just see her kill a whole bunch of them. I hope she makes a bunch of money selling alien meat and she continues to freaking enjoy killing them and eating them. That's hilarious stuff. Enjoy, Namamoto. Kill all the aliens you want. Fortunately, myself and many other people are able to separate fiction and reality. Unfortunately, however, many people out there are not able to do that. Speaking of which, let's hop over to Reddit, shall we? A popular saying is, art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Well, I'm definitely not comfortable anymore. Can't wait for chapter 2. Hopefully this isn't a manifesto piece. 17 million. They don't even speak our language. I don't even see this thing as a human. Clear this city. Main character hates gendered terms like partner and commits hate crimes against alien immigrants. I think it's important to note that they aren't really portrayed as colonizers here so much as they are immigrants. Either it's satire or xenophobia the manga. Maybe the first chapter is so blatantly racist as a bait and switch tactic. Now imagine you're trying to parody xenophobia, but your manga gets axed before you reach the subversion part, and everyone forever thinks you were writing a sequel to Mein Kampf. The author are using aliens, but they're really just stand-in for foreigners, aren't they? Once you see it this way, the characters are racist and xenophobic. What do you mean once you see it this way? They're openly discriminating against an entire race. How else could you see it? Doesn't matter if it's aliens or humans, it's still racist. This person sounds like they would love the game Dustborn. It's also just icing on the cake that the Reddit mascot avatar thing is an alien. Watch these Redditors have the next talking point that this manga is a dog whistle for being anti-Reddit, something they built their entire life around. The part where the guy says he doesn't feel bad about killing an alien because he doesn't see them as people gives me hope. This might actually be satire. I don't think your average bigot would portray themselves as this unapologetically evil, unless the mangaka is actually as unapologetically evil and proud, and this is their manifesto. Quote, I hate women who call her boyfriend her partner, unquote. Just another red flag I didn't see mentioned here. Also convenient, the author designed the aliens to be both ugly, the same looking, and non-threatening looking at the same time. Glad I'm not alone in this feeling like a very poor metaphor. I'm kind of roped into watching this train wreck, though I don't exactly have the optimism of this being a satirical piece all along. Back over on Twitter, a Japanese user would comment on the situation saying, I heard that it was being criticized overseas, so I read the newly serialized manga Drama Queen, and it was pretty interesting. I mean, I'm turned off by how you keep linking it to real life events and criticizing it. You can't even tell the difference between fiction and non-fiction, and you just call everything discrimination. It's disgusting. So I hope you don't read manga anymore. Following it up saying, it's only the first episode and it's amazing people are criticizing it so much. No wonder entertainment isn't as developed overseas as it is in Japan. They regulate everything and say nice things. But in reality, there are a lot of crimes happening. It's sad. It seems like they think they can say anything to Japan. Staying on Twitter instead of Reddit for now, we have this rage tweet that reads, Drama Queen is a new Shonen Jump manga that was released today, and it is the most racist manga I've ever read. Don't even bother reading this trash. It's made for the Trump jerks. In the responses, really? It's weird to see manga get political like that. They kill and eat aliens, who are extremely obvious metaphors for foreigners. Weird. Does it seem like it'll be one of those narratives where the protagonists realize that what they are doing is wrong, and that treating the aliens like that is immoral, thus coming to a better understanding? Not even a hint at that. Plus a ton of fascist dog whistles. And here's something funny. In that person's bio, they claim to be a communist, and they're raging about a manga where so far we've seen these factory workers, Namamoto and Kitami, standing up to oppressive forces, including their abusive boss. Another saying, do you enjoy when most information is delivered by the protagonist reciting stuff she already knows out loud for no reason? Have you ever wanted to read Chainsaw Man, but instead of being good, it's extremely xenophobic? Drama Queen got you covered. Back on Reddit, someone would say, I like to think the author knows what they're doing, because the things they're saying aren't just close to right-wing sentiments. Some of them are downright the same, like to the point of comedy. I hope it's a story about the MCs turning over a new leaf, which would be interesting, and not just the aliens are bad guys, boring, predictable. A response saying, you say that like right-wing sentiments is bad, and getting -8 downvotes. It's amusing how people are interpreting this manga in various ways. And similarly to that communist person, I find it amusing how there's various people getting all mad at this, saying it's all just like right-wing talking points, as once again we have like a whole situation about like oppressed people standing up to the oppressors, abused employees standing up to the abusers. Shouldn't these technically be themes that these sort of people enjoy and support? But instead they're like getting all mad about the entire manga, like everything about it. Once again, it just seems very inconsistent, but let me know what you think about all this stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed my coverage, and if you did, consider liking and or subscribing for more, and I'll see you in the next one.